Shalawam. This is the brother Yeshaya. Before I begin, I would like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Qadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, the men I do learn this truth from. The title of this lesson will be Discipline is Godliness. And to get straight into the precepts, this will be Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. You see, and this word betimes means early. You see, you'll do it at an early time. So while your child is young, you're going to set him straight. As the scriptures state, train up a child in the way that he shall go. So Yahawashi, being the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, his Alpha, first creation, Yahawah set the record straight early with Yahawashi by putting him on that cross. You see, that he gave him the spirit to endure. So that rod here in Proverbs 13 and 24 is that pain and suffering. You see, and as a father myself, we got to inflict pain and suffering onto our children when they do the wrong thing. So for their betterment, you see, so they can be increased and pointed down that right path. You see, because if you don't teach them, you don't discipline them, they're going to be devils. They're going to be monsters. You see, demons. And that's why it takes a father in the household to set the record straight. A mother does not have that authority. She does not have that in her. It takes a true father, a true man of the Lord to lead a house, a family. So once again, Proverbs 13 and 24, he that spareth his rod hateth his son. So we don't hate our sons by disciplining them. We show that we love them and care for their betterment. You see, we care for their future as men. They're not just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for long. Before you know it, they're 12 years old and their body's beginning to change into a young man. So it reads, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. So at an early age, you got to correct them. You don't wait till you have a 30-year-old son that still lives with you to tell him and teach him. You do it as soon as they're born. You gradually teach them. Repetition is the father of skill. Now let's jump into 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7. This is going to be in the New American Standard Bible translation. It reads, but stay away from worthless stories that are typically of old women. Rather, and here's the point, discipline yourself for the purpose of godliness. For bodily training is just slightly beneficial. You see, so to exercise physically, it's beneficial, but slightly. But godliness is beneficial for all things. So not only your physical body will benefit from being godly, but the inner man, the spirit. You see? But godliness is beneficial for all things, since it holds promise for the present life, also for the life to come. So this present life, our whole mission is to get into those new bodies through Yahawashi, through the acceptance of Yahawashi, Yahawah, the Father and the Son and the Father, you see. And that life to come, that's what we're fighting for, man. That new life, that true life, because we have not truly lived. So we got to stay away from worthless things. Of course, exercise your body, but focus on the inner man. What are you digesting? What are you consuming? What type of media do you put your attention on? You see? Are you paying attention to brothers and what they have to say? Are you paying attention to a bunch of devils, a bunch of demons? You see? Because, the brotherhood is what's going to sharpen you up, beginning with the elders and the apostles. Now, I'm going to back up with what Yahawashi did. That was a godly thing. Yahawah had blessed Yahawashi with the power to endure the cross. This is Isaiah 53 and verse 10. Yet it pleased Yahawah to bruise him. So the Father Yahawah was pleased to put Yahawashi through pain. And here's why. He hath put him to grief, when thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin. He shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahawah shall prosper in his hand. You see, so it was a pleasing thing for Yahawah to put Yahawashi through pain, because the ending is better than the beginning. You see, we look at how much hell we've caught from Adam going off, who was, Yahawashi. But now we're seeing the end. You see, we're seeing the end come, which is going to be a beautiful thing for Yahawashi and his followers, his men. It says, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahawah shall prosper in his hand. So Yahawah is going to be pleased to give Yahawashi his crowns. You see? He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many. So Yahawashi is going to justify us because he did the right thing. He did the right thing by being crucified as an innocent man. You see? But that spirit, Yahawashi's spirit, was not innocent in his past. As King Solomon, he failed. As Adam, he failed. But as that final form, Yahawashi, he succeeded. He did it for us. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many. And we're the ones that we hoped that he's justifying. For he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death. And he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. So Yahawashi got on the front line for us. You see? Lord willing, we be those men. Because that's a heavy thing to take in, Salakia, but hey, Lord willing, we endure. Now I'm going to close out with this one. This is going to be Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High, Yahawah. Now let me grab this in the NLT. So jumping back to Hebrews chapter 12, starting at the top, in the NLT. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down. And that's the point. Especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race the Most High has set before us. We do this by keeping our eye on Yahawashi, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside Yahawah's throne. So, this is about getting to the finish line. And anything that slows you down, any manners of wickedness, put it to the side, man. You see? The Apostle Paul had, he even taught, let's grab it. This is going to be First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. And it reads, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And there you go. We got to be disciplined. Although some things are lawful, we also got to decide what's good for us and what's bad for us as individuals. Salakia, I don't want Rawchaa, this audio is still going. My alarm just went off. I have to get back to the plantation, but Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. This is going to be 1 Corinthians 6, verse 12 in the NLT. You say I am allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. And even though I am allowed to do anything, I must not become a slave to anything. And that's because some men can handle having a woman, some men can't. Some men can handle having children, some men can't. We just pray that whatever the Lord has put on us, that we bear it. Let's grab that precept. This is going to be Luke chapter 14, verse 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. You see, you say, hey, that's where disciple, you get that word discipline. Discipline and disciple, it goes hand in hand. It's a heavy thing to follow Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Let me grab another one. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So all this baggage that we have in our so-called lives, and we got to pick it up and move on toward Yahawashi, toward godliness. You see? True power. You see? So I don't want Rawchaa. Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. I would like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Qadash. SHALAWAM to the elect of Israel.